Hey everyone, Jets Chaos giving you this video to say this. Look, this is just what I'm observing and what I think and how I'm interpreting what I'm hearing. It's not me agreeing or disagreeing. So, yes, comment in the chats, but at least hopefully you watch the video so you know and you're not one of these foolish people that are yelling and screaming at me saying, you're crazy for not wanting to do that, or you're crazy for feeling that way, when all I'm doing is interpreting what I think that they're doing. With that in mind, Cam Ward, a lot of rumors for a while that we were going to trade up. We're going to trade up for Cam Ward. There was even a suggested package, which I think involved a first and a second this year, swap picks, give them our second, first round pick next year, second round pick next year, first round pick the year after that. It was absolutely wild. 3 first round picks. Then somebody said, no, it would never be like that. It would be a second round pick this year, swap pick, second round. Next year, first and second, and the year after that, just a second round pick. That's all it was. Well, whether you agree with that or not, whether you think that would be a worthy trade or not, I'm going to give my interpretation of what I'm hearing from Aaron Glenn. And with the assumption that he's being honest and that he's not full of crap, this is my interpretation. There is absolutely 100% no way we're doing this based on what he's saying, unless he's completely misleading, right? And that's, I guess, possible. Everything he's saying is saying that we will not be a team that makes moves like that. Aaron Glenn's entire thing so far, his theme, is that this is 53 players. It's not about one player. It's about 53 players. The one thing that seems to irritate him is when they ask about quarterback, and he's like, even with Aaron Rodgers, he said this is disrespectful to the other 52 guys on this squad because you're focusing on one guy, and it takes a team of 53 to win football games. So, with that in mind, trading for Cam Ward, if you think he's the next franchise quarterback, if he's a superstar quarterback, great. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about our opinion right here in this video about whether or not we think Cam Ward's going to be great. But I think that my interpretation is that if you were to trade your second round pick this year's draft, maybe even more, I don't know, your first round pick next year's the first year after that, or the second, whatever it is, if you were to trade a package like that, you are making it about the quarterback. I mean, this roster has a lot of holes. We all know that, right? We have guys, that are just barely serviceable that are going to be in starting roles even this year. We can't fill all the holes. At least doesn't feel like we are. We're signing very modest contracts, filling out the back of our roster. Maybe some guys, obviously some guys that'll start. Cisco will obviously start at safety. Stevens will start at cornerback. So we got a tackle that whether we don't know 100% if he's going to start or not. This kid from New England, he played 3 years in Pittsburgh, wasn't great, played 12 reps for New England, walked off the team apparently or something like that, but 3 years of playing experience. Maybe depth at tackle, maybe he's the starting right tackle, depending on what we do in the draft. But the point is, for a head coach that says, I'm not making this about one player, trading a haul of picks for one player is making it about one player. Let's face it, if we traded up with Tennessee and gave them that kind of trade package, we are 100% about Cam Ward because the amount of capital, and the difficulty in replacing and filling the roster after that with quality players, you're taking about half of your ability and the how-to book of how to build a roster through the draft. You're really damaging that method a lot. So that's really putting a lot of stock in one player, which is the opposite of what he is saying. So whether you agreed and, with the idea that we should be doing everything we can to trade up for Cam Ward, or whether you think there's no way and that would be a horrible decision, that's not what this video is about. This video is about simply observing, based on what Aaron Glenn's saying, that it's not just Cam Ward. I just don't think we're going to be looking to make moves in this draft that reduce the amount of draft picks that we have for stars, or to get up one player. I mean, you might see something where we combine 2 fifth-round picks, move up the four. I mean, it's possible to grab somebody. I mean, I don't in the fourth round, take the 4th round pick, move up to the 3rd round pick by giving away a 5th and a 6th, some kind of deal like that. But that's not the same thing as giving away, future 1st round picks and things like that. So just not something I'm expecting. Based on my interpretation of that is get ready to either pick at 7 or trade back. I wouldn't think or expect the New York Jets to be trading up. And that's just my take on it. Let me know in the comments if that's your interpretation of it as well. Let's go Jets.